guys are looking at a massive sinkhole that has opened up on a farm in Mexico. You can see that this thing is absolutely enormous. Actually threatens a home nearby as they have evacuated individuals from this region. And they're saying that this is around 200 foot in diameter and around 50 foot deep. The locals there saying that they heard what they described as thunder before all of this took place, as the earth started to rip apart and then fall down into this hole. Now, they say that this is near a geological fault region, and at this point they don't know if it's going to grow any larger or not, but they are evacuating anyone around this region, and it's not every day that we see a sinkhole of this size pop up, so this is a massive one. I like to keep track of them in terms of earth changes in case we see a series of events start to unfold here in the future. Nonetheless, this is the latest here, this massive sinkhole out of Mexico. I'll leave a link here with more information connected.
Shalom, all praises, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. The belongs to elders, those that came before us. Salutations to elect warriors, the house of David. And the Lord, He's making His word known. The Lord's making His word known, man. And these are very strange things that's happening, and it's just going to increase. And like the brother made that video, he made that point going into how we're already in the time of trouble. We're already in the times of trouble. We're in a time of mass confusion, mass deception, and plagues, judgments, and the elements basically showing you what, how the Lord feels. And they call it Mother Nature, which is not. It's the Lord. He controls the nature. He controls the elements. And it's heavy because one of the bystanders, one of the witnesses, said that they first saw and heard lightning and thunder. You see? So the Lord, He's really confirming the word that we're saying, right? The few of us that's saying the word of the Lord. Because we bring out number 16. We bring out the division. We bring out how guys are famous and all these things. And the Lord's backing us up. This is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, backing us up, the few. And we're not in a big camp. And when you go into number 16, the Lord swallowed up the whole camp that appertained and that touched the unclean things of Korah. And that were with Korah and Dathan, the famous, the exalted, the loved of this world. But so are they the false prophets. Luke 6:24. So the Lord, He's showing His presence. He's making His presence known. Not just by the word and the spirit that we're coming in, but also by what's happening in the world. And it's just going to increase, man. 2 Ezra 16:11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at His presence. So if you're not built upon a rock, if you're not solid and strong and firm, in the word, then you're going to be beaten and destroyed by the Lord if you're not of Him, if you're not built upon that rock of offense. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's threatening through what we're saying. He's threatening you guys. He's threatening you evildoers, you reprobates, you false ones, you fakes and phonies. He's threatening you, man. And now He's showing you by what? By a sign that you can see with your carnal eyes, since you want a carnal sign. You see? They say, where's the day of the Lord? Let it come so we may know it. Yeah, well, it's coming. And it's not going to be good news for you. A lot of you guys, man. This truth. That's what the Lord says, let judgment start at first. Now, that word threaten means to menace, state one's intention to take hostile action against someone in retribution for something done or not done. You see? You guys coming up against those little ones. And then that's what you've done, right? And you hate the Lord's true men, right? And you disregard them, you deny them, just as you denied Yahushua when He came, you Pharisees, you scribes, you chief priests and elders. And then also says to take hostile action against someone in retribution for someone or something that they've not done. Like, as you don't bring out the whole road. You don't bring out certain things that need to be taught and edified. You see? And that word, I got that word for trouble. That definition for trouble, which we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. You see? And Yeah, we see what's going on with Esau and the world and the wars and rumors of wars, which that's heavy too. But going into this topic, this is the Lord showing you that, hey, you wicked, famous guys, you guys are in trouble now, man. Because Lord's starting to open up the earth. He's starting to swallow it up. And it's heavy because they said it was very close to a house. People around there, they have to leave. You see? So that word trouble means to disturb, make cloudy, stir up, mix. So Lord, He's using the innocent, the pure, to stir us up against the hypocrites. And meanwhile, while we're stirring this part up, we're stirring things up, we're also stirring up the minds, the pure, that have a pure mind, the pure conscience. We're stirring you up to remember who you are and remember your enemies. Remember the exhortation. You see? And the prophecies the Lord said what would happen before He'd come. That many deceivers, many would forsake the faith. Alright, also means to make turbid, which is that word turbid. It says thick with suspended matter. So the Lord's bringing that judgment, man. Job 31:3 is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. And that day is approaching fast, quick. The Lord said in Romans 9:27, He's going to take the time short. For a speedy work will the Lord do upon the earth. And when that day comes, which is approaching fast, He's going to tell a lot of guys, depart from Him. He never knew you. Yea, that work iniquity. Guys ain't working the works of the Lord. They're not believing on whom the Lord truly sent. You see? So it's gonna be a strange punishment to all those that are laden with iniquity. Just sin upon sin, sinning willfully, being arrogant and proud, not being humble. Leviticus 22:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and to his sons, that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am Yahweh. So just like in number 16, there was a separation. You see, Moses was wroth, the Lord was wroth. See, when the men of the Lord are wroth and angry, they don't just get angry out of nowhere. The men of the Lord and those out in the spirit, we're not soon angry. It takes a lot for us to get upset. Let's just say in Proverbs, anger resteth in the bosom of a fool, right? So it takes a lot for us to get upset and angry and wroth. So Moses, being the most meekest man, right? What they did was very wicked, man, evil. And it wasn't just the Moses' mind, it was really the Lord's mind, man, that got really pissed off. And that's why I said separate from their tents. Don't touch anything of theirs. Leviticus 22:3. Say unto them, whosoever he be of all your seed among your generations. So this goes for back then, the ancient times, and now. There's no difference. That which hath been is what shall be done, and the law is not done away with. Do we make void the law? God forbid. We're establishing the law, man. Number 16, Numbers, Deuteronomy, all in the law. Yahushai was prophesied and talked about in the law from the beginning. And going to these, you Pharisees and scribes, those that you are deaf and dull of hearing, if you didn't listen to Moses, then obviously you ain't going to listen to Yahushai. Though one rose from the dead. Leviticus 22:3 says that goeth unto the holy things which the children of Israel hallow unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am Yahweh. So in the time of them scissors, man, that severing, the Lord's going to sever the righteous from amongst the wicked. And it's going to be violent. It's going to be deadly. It's going to be scary. See, so you brothers get ready, man, because the Lord all breaks from here, because they're allowing people to wear no mask and everything. They feel like everything will go back to normal. No, this is where the sudden destruction is about to come. You see, this is the time, man. 1 Chronicles 16 and verse 27. Glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. So if you're in the presence of the Lord and you dwell with him, he dwells with you, you're going to have those certain characteristics. You're going to have the glory of the Lord. Not the glory of men or the glory of this world, but the glory of the Lord being hated. I was quick testimony. I was riding and I was making this turn. And then obviously this woman was driving with her man or whatever. And they pulled out mad quick. They didn't even look. And I stopped like in the middle of the road and I let them go too. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not soon angry. I don't let things really get to me. You know what I'm saying? I got bigger things to think upon and meditate on. And when you're full of love and light, the enemy can't really infiltrate you, because they want you to they want you to hate and get carnal and fight. Well, that's not our weapons. See, we stay in the spirit, and we turn. If they smash us on the left cheek, we turn to the right cheek also. And as they were driving off, they all gave me the bird. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't beep. I just went and mind my business, you see? And that's what we're doing. Our business is of our Father in heaven. So this is 1 Chronicles 16:28. Give unto the Lord, yea, kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. And we're in that hour right now. The true worshipers are doing that. Verse 30. Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. Right? The elect. Let the heavens be glad. Let the earth rejoice. And let men say among the nations, the Lord reigneth. And that's what we're saying. You see? I don't know what that was. 1 Chronicles 16 and verse 33, the point. It says, then shall the trees of the wood sing. Right? Those that have the fruit. Can have only the trees that have the sap and have the fruit. The fruits of the Spirit. The men that have the fruits of the Spirit. And only those are the ones that are going to be singing this song right now, man. Singing songs of joy. Singing songs of judgment. Singing songs of long suffering, Verse 33. Then shall the trees of the wood sing out at the presence of Yahweh, because he cometh to judge the earth. Beautiful. You see? So that's what we're singing. That's what our tongue is saying. Psalms 9 and verse 3. Psalms 9 and 3. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. So a lot of the enemies of Yahushua, the cross, and if you're an enemy of the Lord, guess what? By default, you're our enemy too. Me and other few brothers. And guys, they actually have their back turned to the Lord. And instead of like facing everything and rising, they're fearing everything and running. They're running. They ran, but the Lord didn't send them. And guys are running the wrong way. They're not running the way of the Lord's commandments. And a lot of guys, they have their back turned to the Lord. It says that in Jeremiah 8. They have their back toward the Lord's temple and they worship the sun. They worship the signs in the skies, right? The hypocrites. And what we're doing is we're actually setting our face as a flint against the wicked. And when these certain things happen, we do sit downs. We excited, and we bring it out. We sound the alarm. Psalm 9:3. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. You see, for thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou satest in the throne, judging right. So, Lord, like it says in before the Lord judged and destroyed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, where Lot dwelt, the Abraham asked, well, what if there was like 20 righteous men? What would you do? And he's like, we Don't you know that the Lord that judges righteously won't destroy the righteous with the wicked? So the Lord, when the time, Lord, taking away the righteous. And that's why you brothers, you might have times where you might feel alone or lonely, or man, I have no friends. Well, yeah, we have a few friends, and that's all we need. We might not be with each other all the time, but guess what? That's all right. Yahushua is with us all the time. The Spirit comforting us, man, strengthening us, guiding us in where we should go. You see? So a lot of guys are being to powder at the Lord's presence, and that's why they're not in the Lord's presence. They're not in this word. They're not in the truth like that. They're not glorifying the Lord in the fires. They're actually like scared of the fire. They're trying to like put out the fire. They're trying to put out how we're coming. Because if they dwell like Shadrach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they was able to be in the fire, man, and not get hurt. But the guards, those are in the flesh and not of the Lord, they couldn't even come close. And that's what we see happening now, man. Jeremiah 4:26. I beheld and lo, the fruitful place was a wilderness, and all the cities thereof were broken down at the presence of Yahweh and by his fierce anger. You see? And if you ain't angry, right? To say be angry and sin not. See, that's what we're doing. We're angry, just like the Lord, but we sin not. We don't transgress. We don't go off. We don't take vengeance. We don't take matters into our own hands. We trust in the Lord that he's going to deal correctly, man. And we know that. You see? And we have full assurance of that. So let's get that word for presence real quick. Get that word for presence, man. Is pathyam, presence. And it means the face. Matter of fact, let me just get it in Google. Alright, so that word presence is a state or a fact of existing, occurring, or being present in a place or thing. So the men of the Lord are present. They're in the Lord's presence. They're amongst him. They're in the Spirit. The reason why we exist right now, we're not dead or in prison, is because we actually live in Yahushua. We have a very important task to fulfill. A personal thing that exists or is present in a place but is not seen. So that cuts you Matthew 23:5, guys, man. For all your works you do to be seen of men. Damn, man. That was heavy. It says a group of people, especially soldiers or police, soldiers, warriors, stationed in a particular place, right? So we're in a particular place, and that place being what? Yahushua. We're in that place. We're in the place of Yahushua. We're basically in the place of the Messiah, but until he comes back, And Paul said that in Corinthians. He said, in Corinthians, let me see if I can pull it, how to word it. It said, receive me as Yahweh. Let me see if I can get it. But we're in a magnificent time, man, and this is oh man, and we're gonna keep on praising the Lord, man, through the good and the bad. This is a good sign for us and a bad news for you famous and you fake ones, But even if we suffer wrongfully, if we go through some evil, we're praising the Lord, man. The Lord's really backing us up. He's with us, man. He's showing himself, man, mighty upon the earth. Alright, so this is Galatians 4:14. This is not really the one I remembered it now. Let me see if I can pull it. This is what Paul said. 2 Corinthians 5:20. Yep. It says, now then we are ambassadors for Yahushua, as though God did beseech you by us, We pray you in Yahushai's stead, be a reconciled to power. So we're ambassadors of Yahushai. We're basically in his seat, which Yahushai, he didn't have a high seat. See how beautiful that is? We have the low seat. We have no place to rest our head. Let me get that word for ambassador. An ambassador is a envoy, a campaigner. Right, an official representative. So we're representing the Lord until he comes back. See, we're in Yahushai's stead, which a stead is a place or a role that someone or something should have or fill. You see, used and referring to a substitute. So we're like those substitute teachers that's teaching you in the way of Yahushai, in the way of righteousness. And we're telling you to be reconciled to God. And that word reconciled basically means be brought back. Reconcile, to reunite, make compatible, make friendly relations between, right? Make peace with the Lord. Because the Lord's angry with our people, man. He's upset. He's disappointed in our people, man. See, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. Psalm 68 and verse 1 says, let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. As smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melts before the fire, so guys already melted, man. As wax melted before the fire. And this is Psalm 68 and 2. It says, so let the wicked perish at the presence of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they are perishing, man. A lot of you guys are of the world. You speak things that are of the world because the world hears you. They love you. They like you. They big you up. They praise you. You love the worship of men more than the worship of God. We love the worship of the Lord, man. The true worshipers. And you guys are perishing and fading away with this world, man. Just as a flower do. The season of the wicked and all you fakes and phonies coming to an end, man. And it's beautiful. And when the time of the real, recognizing real, seeing eye to eye, and lifting up their voice like a trumpet, man. Showing our people their transgressions, man. Teaching this word in the strength and the authority and the power and the love and sincerity and spirit. But let the righteous be glad. Let them rejoice before the Most High. Yeah, let them exceedingly rejoice. You see that? So we're exceedingly rejoicing in the Lord, man. The true apostles and true prophets. All praise, glory, honor, and fear. Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, Ababa Ball, and shalom to you warriors, man. Stay strong, and we've only seen a few of the Lord's works, man. He's just getting warmed up. Let the wicked wax like let the wicked melt away like wax before the fire, even before the nuclear missiles. Hey, shalom.